Good morning, afternoon. It's sometime during the day. I don't know. I'm tired. I have no ambition, but I have got to get something done at the barn. Technically, we're supposed to start lambing today. Have I brought my sheep in? No. Am I ready? No. But I think the last time I checked, which was last night when we brought the sheep in, it looks like I can tell for sure there's about 3. June, get over here. There's about 3 that look like they actually might be bred. So we'll see. But I need to do some rearranging at the barn. I need to tag the ewe lambs and get them back into their pasture. But before I do that, I need to walk that pasture and find out how these lovelies got in there last week. You really got a baby in here? I don't see any lambs. I don't see any babies. Anybody got a baby? Be good if you guys hold off for at least a couple days. Like I said, I know there's a couple that they don't look bred, but they have bags and they have very sloppy back ends. So we have the potential. But I need to find out how they got into this front pasture when they got into the creek last week. So that when I put the lambs back in this front pasture, they can't get into the creek and potentially get to the neighbors. So that is the first step. Then the second step is to tag those ewes that I want to keep, get them back into this pasture, and then let these guys into the barn and separate off who needs to stay in. And I'm just going to bring all 32 in, and then that way whatever lambs, whatever doesn't, will automatically go into the December breeding group with the, what am I keeping? The 15 ewe lambs from February. I think that's the way I have it planned in my head. By the amount of wool that is right here, I'm guessing this is where they were getting in. And this branch had like the fence pushed back so they could jump through basically this gap here. So it's not perfect, but I think it's doable at least to keep the lambs in, other than this big gap here. But I'm hoping they're not going to try to jump out. So there's plenty of grass, plenty of water. We do have this issue that is going to be an issue until my husband can figure out how to fix that. But I'm just going to take this and shove it across here for the time being to basically bluff them into thinking that they cannot get through here. Do this without getting wet or waterlogged, but that is the plan. Okay, I think that is everybody that I marked to keep for myself. I hope. There were 15 of them, so that should be all of them. All right, let's go get them back out on pasture and bring in the next group. Oh, that went a lot smoother than the last time we ran them into this pasture. I couldn't keep up. It's always nice when they figure out the routine. So leave them here for a bit. That right there, that is why Tansy will stay here forever, even if we never breed her again. She is on lead, taking everybody right where they belong. When they talk about leadership sheep, that's her. Well, I'm officially an idiot. Put all those tags in those ewes, and I didn't scan a single one. Yeah. They're out on pasture now. Not much I can do about it other than bring them in eventually and scan their tags. Totally forgot about it. Had the Gallagher, charged it this morning, made sure I had everything the way I needed to, and then I completely forgot until I just pulled it out to scan these guys so that I could separate out who's supposed to lamb. So yeah, that's how my day's going. Hopefully this will go smoother than that did. Although tagging them went fairly smooth. It was just the forgetting to actually scan so that I had a record of the numbers. I did remember to write everything down, so at least I have that much figured out. Some days it's not worth having my brain. All right, let's get these guys worked and moved because it's starting to get cold again and I'm just not ready for winter. I swear some days it's like dealing with toddlers. And Tansy is like the worst, even though she's my best. She's my worst because she wants to go where everybody else is. And I need her to stay where she's at. But I think I got them all separated, except for the one that got in the wrong spot. And I don't even know who she is. And at this point, I don't even care. She's going to stay. One extra ewe isn't going to make any difference. So I'm going to get these guys back out onto pasture. And then the rest of these guys are going to go outside. They're going to go into the pen that those ewe lambs were in. Would I like them in the barn? Absolutely. But I've still got another week of breeding for what's in the barn right now. So a week from tomorrow, everything in the barn will go out and these guys can come in and stay in. And if I was guessing, just by overlooking this group, hello, sweetheart. Just by overlooking this group, she's got a bag started. She's pretty sloppy on her back end. She potentially has a lamb in her. She potentially has a lamb in her. She maybe, hi, what are we doing, huh? She doesn't, she, oh, that's when I said maybe. There is, so, tilapia right here on the end. Maybe. She doesn't really have a bag. She's got a huge belly. That's all she's got going for her. There was another one that had a really, oh, this one right here, Pilati. She has a big bag. She is my out of season breeder all the time. She's mixed with something, I don't know what it is, but she will breed out of season every single time. She has a huge bag. She has a very sloppy back end. She definitely is going to have a baby. And I think the one with the long tail was the other one. I know, like I said, like I said, there were 3 absolutely for sures that I could see as they were going out every morning. And then there's some possibly, maybe, you know, like I said, she kind of has a bag started. Now these guys were in for like 34 days with the rams. You guys are really dumb. So today's the first day they could potentially lamb. So if tilapia has a baby in her, she could still be 30 days out. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not banking on a whole lot from this group. So if I had 10 out of this group lamb, I'd call that a win, to be honest. All right, you two, let's go eat. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. You're whining and you're teaching your baby to whine. That kitten has got the greenest eyes. I wish she was friendly. I'm pretty sure these kittens are yellows. They definitely have his vocal cords. And Chunk is the mama. Hi. You hungry? Can I get you food? Come here. There you go.